Zimbabwe leading trending gossip TV. You are listening, you are watching to XIMEX TV Hub for the communities. Remember, guys, to like, share, comment, and follow XIMEX TV Zimbabwe on Facebook. On Instagram, it's XIMEX TV. On our YouTube channel, it's XIMEX TV. Continue following the whole story of Levels and Shashu. Is Songbird Ashely. We all know here. Kuna wasingamziwe ende pa YouTube nuna videos zake. Is anoimba. Her name is Shashu. I hope I'm pronouncing it okay. And so, H Metro today carries out some disturbing articles, allegations are kutaurwa na Shashu against ex-boyfriend, former lover DJ Levels. And so, she's saying that Shashu is described former lover Rodger Levels Kadzimwe as a violent man, sex predator, and an insensitive human being. Levels has touched a storm after his news and sex tape with Shashu leaked over the weekend. In his defense, he claimed his phone was stolen and hacked. However, social media users could not buy his narrative as they were convinced he deliberately leaked the news. The sexual explicit content has also exposed Shashu. She bared her soul exclusively to H Metro while sobbing. He forced me into the situation. He would force me to sleep with him when I didn't want to. He started on social media when people were saying Levels and Shashu are dating, yet we were not. He is actually the one who posted that story. Later on, he started to corner me to sleep with him. I refused on several occasions before he threatened me that he would not record my music, she said. Levels then moved to the next level where he forced me to actualize the relationship of which I didn't want. I refused to actualize the relationship. Shashu said she was conned into this mess. I was conned. I was between a rock and a hard place. He kept threatening me over releasing some nudes. He then released a picture of us kissing in which he warned me that he was showing that he can do more than that. He said Levels lied that his phone was stolen. It was a lie that I stole his phone. How can I steal his phone? If I had stolen it, where was he calling? He released his nudes to act as if someone was dropping them. He then later released a sex tape, said Shashu. She had since pressed cyber charges at Borodo police station. I'm pressing charges against him. He boasts that nothing can be done against him. I don't know how to say it, but I was in trouble as he was blackmailing me. He's bragging that he's untouchable, he's violent, he forced me into sex. It was actually more like rape. I was left with no option but to report the matter to the police so that the truth would be known, she added. And those are very serious allegations against Levels. Of course, Levels needs to come up and explain his side of the story because the top social media and Shashu argued I force kuva relationship na Levels anga asingatomumude mkomana, and at the same time Shashu was forced in everything. Levels I threaten wachitizoni wakasarara nini and the music. So that's why vakuru vachitizoni don't mix business with pleasure. And yes, here working with True Sport Records was supposed to be professional, not kuti and also ngevakurara vese vakuta anywhere. I know that was so wrong. And so as to those charges that she's saying, Levels needs to come up and defend himself regarding to those allegations, because those are serious allegations. Akutaura nembaby why akuzotaura nyaya yekubatwa chibharo izvozvi aidi kuzvitaura mwedzi yese. I mean, they've been together for almost like a year or so. Saka I mean, itime yakareba yekutoti kana munhu achikurowa kana kuti munhu achikubata zvinongosingafari, you're supposed to report that person. True Sport Records is not the only record stable in Zimbabwe. Kune mastable akawanda producers anotorowa zvekudaro. And so on the other hand, I do understand where she's coming from, because industry in Zimbabwe kuvanhukadzi kumabhebi akawanda very risky to many situations. And yes, some of these music producers, some of these DJs nevamwe vanenge vachitora advantage kuvanhukadzi vakadaro vachingoita imwe handira varipo kutoti kana une hanzvadzi kana kuti sisi vanoita zvemusic vanotokuudzawo kwega kutoti nikirikini akatombosvikira pakati achitoti katirere tese kuti ndikurekodhere music or whatsoever. I mean, there are men like that. Varipo varume vakadaro kutoti vanenge vachitora advantage of their talent kuda kutsvaga zvimwe zvisirizvo. Munhu anenge asatobhadharwa music anenge ada kutovhurwa makumbo kuti arecord music for free. So this industry inyaya yekutoti I feel like people need to talk about it. People need to discuss this kind of issues ari kuitika music industry behind closed doors. So I do understand where she's coming from. At the same time, she is also wrong for being in a relationship nemunhu ari kuproduce music yake. They were supposed to separate business ne relationship. At the same time, she was supposed to be involved in a levels panyaya dzedze. Some people might say kuti maybe because ada kupushwa music yake kuti irirestereke because Chusport agara inoputisa maartist akati one day. I mean, avazi vese anoputika vanobva kuChusport. Zvinhu zvakuenderana zvakare netalent raunenge unaro. Pano vatoenda kuChusport vakarekhodwa music yavo, but hapana kwakaenda vakangotenderera mubva vangodzoka. So with her money that she has, she could have recorded her music elsewhere. She could have done so much for herself, not to be involved in those scandals. So we're going to be keeping you guys in the loop here on XIMEX TV Hub for the communities. Ngatitora in the comment section inyaya nemabuda akawanda. At the same time, we still have to wait for levels kuti auye kuzotaura nyaya. But pa social media, many people have already picked my sides, and I see most socialists akawanda vari kuside rekwa Shashu. Yes, I've seen Lula Lula, I've seen Avimbai Muto, I've seen even Madam Boss vatokusaidira kwa Shashu kudhara, but avasati vanzosaidira levels kuti levels anenge achitichi inyaya. I mean, we can just pick my sides kana tanzwa munhu kuti munhu anoti because those are serious allegations. At the same time, munhu anofanira kuzvidefendawo kumiro kuti aiwa inino ABCD. And so Lula, she actually posted that this morning. She said that dear Shashu, I went through the same in 2019 of a video. That was not me. The girl was my lookalike. I felt like that was the end of life. Social media can be very brutal, and no one deserves to go through what you are going through right now. As a sister, I will tell you this. It's just a phase. It will pass. I personally don't think it's a laughing matter because one day it might be your daughter, sister going through the same. We all need to be there for Shashu. I stand with you, dear sis. This is what Lula Lula wrote. In Avimbai Muto abva nyuro akati munhu asingagone coiling ndi levels ari kunzwaro anenge akudzungaira futi ndiye anokutora video achiita chibhubhubhu pamusoro pako obva akanda pasocial media. Shashu, may you be comforted. First video iya a few months ago kissing munhu kusvinyanga zamukunge kotapea. Don't worry Shashu, you're still young, you will meet a real man soon. Real men don't take videos, they do proper with their whole body, no extra hands for phone. This is what Avimbai Muto wrote. I mean, on the piece, I mean, most people are already on the other side, and so we wait for levels to come up and say, inside of the story, because by social media levels are good security singaite my streets akatojamuka kutoti levels whatever Shashu is saying is true, and but atingangodaroka because every story in my side A and B. So guys, this is XIMEX TV Hub for the communities. Don't mix business and pleasure. Azvifambidzana. At the same time, if you are a musician, artist, uri baby, kana uchida kuma studios, enda na manager wako, enda nemwe munhu wechirume kuitira kuti usatora advantage with some of these producers vanenge vari mustudio. Some of them vane musoro inopeace because mangwana mustudio momo muchaya futi mumwe mubaby, that same producer achitaita the same thing again. Saka ziva zvafambira, kana iri music yafambira imusic yafambira, uchirekodha unopuwa mari yake, goodbye kasvipira zvakadaro. Life goes on. This is XIMEX TV Hub for the communities. Bless up.